Welcome into Rover Sports, guys. Happy 4th of July. I wanted to talk to you all tonight. Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster has been suspended 2 games by the NFL. Now, I know that this is a channel that talks about Niners football, and, I'm a New York Giants guy. A lot of Niners fans on this channel. You guys might have gone on Rombo Sports. You guys might have gone on other platforms, voiced your displeasure with Roger Goodell and the NFL over the suspension policy of Reuben, over, some weed in Alabama, over the combine, and the sexual assault case where the lady, pretty much said that that it was a hoax and she made the story up. The thing I'm going to say about Reuben is it has been a lot of turmoil and transgressions. I mean, the whole case was very waning on Niner fans. It really, his career was up in the air, and I know that it was the girl that he was associated with. I believe, we had the marijuana case down where he was going to school. Just Reuben Foster, man, the last couple of years, it's been turbulent. There's no other way, really. I mean, maybe you can argue about the lady and everything. He's been hanging with the wrong people. He's been making mistakes. He hasn't been in control of his life. And Reuben is now going to be in control of his life. And the thing that Reuben has said is basically, I'll take the 2-game suspension. Because Reuben, he was dang near, if it weren't for John Lynch, he might have been out of the NFL. And he's very lucky and very blessed to have John Lynch and to still be playing some ball. And listen, I'm happy to get Reuben back on the field week 3. That Detroit game is going to be a dead win. It's going to be 1-1. If you lose to the Lions at home, you got to beat the Detroit Lions and Matt Stafford and Matt Patricia in week 2 of this season. Detroit's coming off 6 games. You got to win that football. If you lose that game, I know the linebacking core, I don't think Reuben's going to make that big of a difference in that Detroit game. You're 1-1. The Minnesota game's tough anyway. Niners are 5-point, underdogs to lose that game. Going to see Kirk Cousins. Minnesota was undefeated at home last year. I know Kansas City will be difficult, but I have the Niners then going to 3-2. So it's a 2-game suspension. And after all that Reuben's been through, I mean, it's the NFL. The suspension policy makes no sense at all. I really think that the NFL should give jurisprudence to the police or to a higher up authority to determine, if a player's arrested, then the player can't play. But the NFL has decided that they're the moral high grounds. They've decided that they're the experts on sexual assault. They've decided that they're the experts on pretty much everything. And now, Deflategate was 4 games for deflating a football, but you could have somebody, doing some conduct issue, and it cannot be proven at all, like a sexual assault or something. It's going to be 2 games, 3 games. Does the NFL hate the player or not? Ezekiel Elliott, there's no real evidence there. Comparing Zeke to Jameis to everything involved with the NFL's decision, the original Ray Rice. I mean, it's the NFL. It's the Wild West because Roger Goodell has decided that every single suspension needs to go through him. When really, if a player's arrested by the police, by the cops, by the town's police, then that's the people that should be deciding this, not the commissioner of the damn NFL. So, considering just how crazy NFL suspensions are, and it's a pretty inconsistent, pretty broad policy about suspensions, Reuben being out 2 games, I mean, Reuben was staring at almost getting cut, and now he's out 2 games, going to be back 14 games of the season. Reuben smartly is like, okay, I'm taking the penalty. Okay, I'm getting my shit together. I'm not hanging out with these people. I'm not going to be doing dumb things. I'm just going to take control and lay low, not be in the headlines for a while. So I know Niner fans, in a perfect world, it's 0. And the NFL, doesn't even address the case. But listen, it's Goodell. It's the NFL. Goodell is a horrible rep. And I think that he's not doing a good job with the suspensions at all, man. I mean, Jameis Winston, admitted to doing something really pretty terrible, with an Uber driver. And Tom Brady gets more games for deflating a football which the Deflategate issue, I mean, taking a little psi out of a ball, and they beat the Colts by 50, but that's just the NFL kind of. So the Reuben Foster thing, man, I don't think it's all that bad in the grand scheme.